stream, everybody. I had to come back on here alone because Democrats are just too afraid to debate. I wanted to come on here though because I had a lot of fun last time just talking with chat and messing around on here a bit. So we'll see what kind of conversations get brung up in the conversations today, this evening. Hopefully tomorrow we can run some good debates back. I'm praying for it. I know we got some good people out there. I'm here. If you're tired, go to bed time. If you can't sleep, go to bed. What's up, Scotty? What's up, Code? What's up, Code? You've been in here a couple times, man. How you doing? Welcome back again. I recognize you, brother. I recognize you. We got 6 people in here. Drop some comments. Let me know who's out there. I get close, then I wake up fully. That's horrible. Literally horrible. Hey, I appreciate that, Scotty. You came through with that. And also, that's awesome. I appreciate that you got the Discord Nitro, too. When am I going to do a collaboration with Nick Shirley? Whenever he wants to do one with me, I guess. I mean, I like Nick Shirley, but he's not really a guy I'm begging to collab with. But if you haven't heard the breaking news, the Democrat Party has gone broke. The DNC now had to use their own land as collateral to get a $2 million loan. They had to get a collateral because they're going broke. Who would have guessed the party that believes in spending hundreds of billions of dollars on climate change instead of fixing the plastic and all the garbage in our oceans went bankrupt? Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? The Democrat Party went broke. It's really no different than the Democrats themselves. I mean, I'm not going to say all of it. There are some good, hard-working Democrats out there, but for the majority of them, they're broke. Broke Democrats. MAGA is not going to die in November. Don't even get me started on the DSA. I still can't believe the video I saw on Fox News of the co-founder of the DSA. The co-founder of the DSA wants to abolish prisons. Where is she going to put the PDF files? Where is she going to put the chomos? Back on the streets? Just where the Democrats want them? Democrats literally pardon PDF files. There's no secrets there. Tampon Tim did his part. He freed a PDF file. I agree with you, brother. She is insane. MAGA is just Republicans now that got nothing else. I know plenty of people that are a part of MAGA that wouldn't vote for any other Republican candidates. How do I feel about Trump lost the election? What are you talking about? The 2020 election? That was stolen. That was absolutely stolen. Well, Democrat socialists, that's the thing. Democrats want to put Trump in prison. And if Democrat socialists keep winning elections, then you're going to lose your dream forever because prisons will cease to exist. What are you going to do in 2028 then? I don't know, Marco Rubio or another conservative will be president. If not, then you can just do what the Democrats do, complain about the president. Get those likes up, get those likes up. We got a lot of angry, hating, jealous Democrats on there. But keep it is what it is. What can I say? I would be pretty mad too if my Democrat Party went bankrupt. I mean, the Democrat Party doesn't have a single dollar to their name. Meanwhile, the Republican convention, the RNC, has $120 million in cash. And the Democrats have to get a bank loan on their property to cover their debts. Yeah, I've heard about Barron Trump. He's being investigated right now. Democrat House members are trying to drag Barron Trump through the mud. All because Barron Trump had 1 or 2 conversations with Andrew Tate. 1 or 2 conversations with Andrew Tate, and you're going to try to put Barron Trump in prison? Or you're going to try to open some kind of criminal investigation on him? The last time I checked, Barron Trump can talk to whoever he wants to talk to. It's not a crime to have a conversation with somebody. If I have a conversation with O.J. Simpson, rest in peace his soul. If I had a conversation with O.J. Simpson, does that make me what O.J. Simpson allegedly was? But mind you, O.J. Simpson got found innocent. country is crumbling, then why do we have the strongest economy in the world? Why does our country make more money than any other country in the world? Why are there more millionaires being made in America versus any other country in the world? But can we get those likes up? We got 142 people in here. Maybe Hillary did kill Nicole Simpson. You know, no one ever investigates Hillary Clinton. It's always Epstein this, Epstein that. What about the fact that Hillary Clinton has 90 close friends that unalive themselves? How do you have 90 friends that unalive themselves? What sense does that make? That doesn't seem like any friends. That seems like you're setting them up to do something. Like they were trying to snitch on you and you took them out. Any evidence that Trump is a racist? Trump loves Mexican. Yes, I appreciate women, but not really Democrat women because a lot of them think that they're men. And a lot of Democrat women have pee-pees. They're not even real women. A Democrat woman, the thing about a Democrat woman is you don't know if it's a real woman or not. You gotta confirm. If you ever go on a date with a Democrat woman, the first thing you gotta ask is, are you a real woman or a trans woman? Because nowadays you never know. W. Trump. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got a strong army of Trump supporters in the chat. I want all you guys to click that like button and get those likes up. Make sure you subscribe. We're so close to 36,000 subscribers, and we're aiming for 40,000. So please share my live stream, share my channel, like, subscribe, drop comments. But I hope you guys get those likes up there. Turn on that notification bell, even though sometimes people aren't even getting the notifications. O.J. Simpson, like it or not, was a legend. He absolutely was a legend. I mean, we can never forget about the 2016 Me Too movement. Thank God the Me Too movement passed, but the Me Too movement was full of a bunch of allegations that were untrue. Completely untrue allegations. But you guys can join the Discord. You know, if you have any questions or comments, I'm not saying all victims I'm not trying to flip the script and say victim shame or whatnot, but during the Me Too movement, there's a lot of people making false allegations out there. It was a really disgusting time in American history. Yeah, we have a Discord linked right down below. Biden was running the country to hell. When I hear Democrats saying that they miss Joe Biden, to me, that just makes no sense. Like, inflation was 9.1%. Beef prices went from $3 to $6. I mean, everything that you're complaining about right now happened dramatically more under Joe Biden. Right now, we still do have inflation. And as long as inflation exists, prices will continue to rise. But guess what? We have wages and GDP growth that is outpacing we have GDP growth outpacing the prices. We have a very low inflation. You know, inflation is going to be a bit lower in a year or two, okay? But get those likes up. I can't trust a single number of inflation from Joe Biden because I saw steak prices go from $12 a steak to $30 a steak. That's what I saw. So you can't tell me. I saw houses go from $250,000 to $500,000. So you can't tell me that the CPI reports for Joe Biden were perfect. I'm even hesitant to believe any CPI reports. Eggs were $30 a dozen when Joe Biden left. As Democrats say, eggs were $30 a dozen when Joe Biden left office. Steak is not $50. Maybe if you go to a fine dining restaurant, maybe if you go to a 5-star restaurant. I do my research all day, every day. Steak is cheap. The only way it's $50 is if you live in Los Angeles. If you live Los Angeles, California, the biggest Democrat hellhole in the country, then maybe it's $50. I don't know. But get those likes up there. If you guys want to debate, if we have any editors out there that want to edit for me and get some great opportunities to get some payouts, you can join the Discord. The Discord's linked right down below. Liberalism is a mental disorder. Modern liberalism is not the same what liberalism used to mean. Liberalism used to mean Liberalism used to mean that you're open-minded, that you're open to new ideas, that you weren't gonna, get violent or push back on people in violent, screaming, demon rat ways. What's up, Mike? That's what I'm talking about, Trump. I'm not gonna go like this though, because that reminds me too much of the Black Lives Matter. But we can go like this, fight, 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 fight. We can go like that though, but I'm not gonna go like this. This just kind of reminds me of Black Lives Matter. No, Trump needs to finish the job in Iran. I could care less if he's going to end the war next year or 2 years from now. He needs to finish the job. What's wrong with Black Lives Matter? Oh, they burn down cities and it stands for buy large mansions. None of that money went to helping any black people. None of that money went to helping any black people, man. Black Lives Matter doesn't care about black people. They just care about buying large mansions. Why do you think you barely hear about them anymore? They just disappeared into the shadows. They just disappeared into the shadows. When Trump is over, we will celebrate with J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio or who knows? Who knows? What is this guy saying? I tried to get you to debate collab, but the guy wouldn't answer the question. But believe, brother, people know who you are. Anyway, the guy seemed like a puss. Yeah, I'm sure of it, man. I know your favorite Democrat streamer knows who I am. He just doesn't want to have a conversation with me because I'm a serious threat to the Democrat Party. And if I wasn't a serious threat, then I wouldn't be getting so many death threats. If I had a small channel and I only had 10 views a live stream, I would not get any death threats. But instead, I speak out against the activities that they're doing. I get death threats. I get real liable threats on my life and my family's life. All because these people are pure Democrats. There's 3 different types of Democrats. There's actually probably way more than 3 different types, but there's a classical Democrat, which doesn't align with any of the new Democrat stuff. There's the ultra-liberal Democrat, which, is like the modern Democrat. And then there's the Democrat. They want to shoot on sight, kill on sight. That's all they know. That's all they know. They're violent, they're deranged, they're part of terrorist organizations because Antifa is a terrorist organization. Let's get those likes way up there, guys. I see a lot of angry Democrats in chat. Like I said, I'd be angry too if my political party was going bankrupt. I mean, imagine your political party being so bad and so stupid that you lose to socialists. You lose to the socialists in the midterms. It's crazy. Literally losing to the socialists. Get those likes way up there. I still got a lot of footage from the No King protest, the last one I went to, of counter-protesting them. I should post that as well. That would make a lot of good clips tomorrow. All the recent violence has all been from the left. Not even a single conservative causing any violence on anyone. I mean, every single time a Republican dies, he gets his grave spit on, he gets his name dragged through the mud. They spit and piss on any single conservative person that dies. It's disgusting. They are demons. They are demon-crats. They are demon-crats. Now, Mitch McConnell is allegedly passed away. He's allegedly dead. But you don't see any conservatives out there mocking Mitch McConnell. We don't care if he's alive or dead. We just want to know where the hell he is. We just want to know where the hell he is. Listen, nothing about this is rage bait. Listen, I'm going to have to time you out. But subscribe if you haven't already. Drop some gifts if you want to show some love. Drop some memberships. Drop some super chats. It's around the end of the month. So I appreciate it, guys. No, I'm not rage baiting. What have I said that's rage baiting? I haven't even pointed out that 55% of all the homicides in this country are done by one ethnicity that's 6% of the population. I haven't even talked about that yet, talking about rage bait. I haven't even talked about how ICE came to Manhattan today. ICE is in Manhattan. They're in Brooklyn. They're in Manhattan. I'm calling it now. I'm going to say my prediction again. A Democrat is going to lose his life this week. How do I know a Democrat is going to lose their life this week? Because all they do is attack ICE agents in the most populated city in the world, where most people are full-blown socialist demon rats, You're telling me at least one Democrat isn't going to lose their life trying to harm an ICE agent? Oh, it's going to happen. And when it does happen, I said it first. Clip this video right here, right now, and put my prediction up. And a week from now, when someone dies in New York City from trying to attack an ICE agent, you can play this clip and say, Euro told you so. From liberal CBS, so far 2025 marks the first time in more than 30 years that the left-wing terrorist attacks outnumber those from the violent far right. Wow, that's crazy. That is straight from the Democrat CBS. Straight from the Democrat CBS. Hey, I support what you're doing. It's funny that a lot of these Democrat people are probably 13-year-old kids, never seen true violence and racism in their life. Keep it up, man. God bless you, man. Much love, man. I appreciate that. I read your message. Please don't spam, brother. I appreciate it, but please don't spam too much. Get those likes up, guys. This is an 18 and plus channel. I know a lot of kids are out right now for school. Honestly, I can't wait until, August so all these little kids can go back to class and just leave me alone, basically. Oh, so here we go again. The Democrats are saying I get death threats because I speak the facts and I deserve it. Well, I don't care. Come and find me, please. I want to get my hands. I want to do what I want to do. I'm trigger happy. Please come find me, please. I'll make the front page of the news. I'll be famous. I'll be famous for defending my life. That's going to make my whole family proud. A Democrat tried to take out their son or their grandson and they got. Whatever happens, happens. I put the warnings out there enough. When I'm in front of a judge and he asks me, if this is self-defense and he finds out it's self-defense, I'm going to say, Judge, you can check out my YouTube live streams. I told them before not to come and mess with me and they did it anyway. Now they got their wish. Sit straight the hell. Sit straight the hell. But get those likes up, guys. Get those likes up. I'm a homie to all the Republicans, all the conservatives, all the like-minded people. If you come kicking down my door, why would I fight you? Why would I fight you? If you come from the internet saying, oh, it's Euro, why would I fight you? I'm sending you straight to Allah. I'm sending you straight to Allah. Get those likes up, though, guys. Get those likes up. Listen, let's see how many Trump supporters we have in here. Comment W if you're a Trump supporter. Comment L if you're a Democrat. W for Trump supporters, L for Democrats. I'm in Florida. Come and get me. Come and get me. WWWW. We got a strong army of Trump supporters in chat. Oh, we got one Democrat. Mostly all Trump supporters in here. That's what I'm talking about. If you're spamming W, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. There's a lot of news going around. There's a lot of news going around recently with everything. Biden 2028? No, thank you. I want them to come for me. I'm begging for one of these days where I can send someone to Allah. I don't want it to happen, but if they want to keep making threats, I'm going to beg them to come. I'm going to beg them to come. I have nothing against Mexico. I have nothing against Mexico. Nothing against Mexico whatsoever. I think Mexicans actually have a lot of our similar values. I think they're Catholic, they're good people, they're Hispanic, but at the end of the day, illegal is illegal. Illegal is illegal, and ICE is ramping up deportations. Today, the Supreme Court announced, actually it was yesterday, the Supreme Court announced that temporary status is temporary. So all those people with temporary status, hasta la vista, baby. You're all getting kicked out, especially the Haitians. They're removing the Haitian temporary stay. Do I feel bad about that? No, I don't. No, I don't. We already know who's 6% of the population and does 50+% of the homicides. We already know who it is. I'm not saying it's Haitians, because it's not Haitians, but it's a certain group of ethnicity. I think you're getting at it. Joseph Smith isn't real. Joseph Smith, if he was real, then he wasn't a very smart guy. Joseph Smith, Joseph Smith probably read the Quran, because Mormonism and Islam are very, 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 very similar. How is Trump evil? How is Trump evil? Yes, Donald Trump is your president, crying, complaining, begging. None of that is going to help your situation. Complaining about how bad your situation is time after time and blaming it on Trump is not going to solve any problems. You're just crying to cry because your life is what it is. But let's get those likes up, guys. Get to 100 plus likes. I know we can do it easy. Mormonism is, pretty different from Christianity once you read about it. Oh, excuse me. Trump doesn't do complaining, he does fixing. No other president has got as much done, like this guy or hate this guy. No other president has done as much as he did in his first 100 days. Not a single other president. Not Abraham Lincoln, not Biden, not George W. Bush, not a single other president. Oh, Mexicans don't have to leave. Only the illegal alien immigrant Mexicans have to get deported. And I'm happy that millions of people are getting deported year after year after year. It really brings a smile to my face because, yes, if there is 20 to 30 million illegal alien immigrants in this country, that is 20 to 30 million new jobs for Americans. That's 20 to 30 million new houses and apartments where Americans can move into. Not to mention, each one of these illegal alien immigrant children cost $18,000 per year in the public school system. $18,000 a year in the public school system. I mean, the massive amount of debt that illegal alien immigrants cost us, in 2 years, they cost us more than 20 to 30 years of foreign aid. Just 2 years of illegal alien immigrants cost us 20 to 30 years of foreign aid money. That's how comparative it is. So we shouldn't be, geopolitics is a major thing. It's important when it comes to war and conflict. But as far as, sending money to foreign countries, that is 0.8% of our national budget. 0.8. Not even a full 1%. 0.8. And only 35% of the foreign aid out of the 0.8% goes to foreign countries. So whenever people says, oh, I pay my taxes for Israel. First off, you don't really pay any taxes. If you're making under $75,000 a year or $80,000 a year, you're getting all your taxes back at the end of the year in your tax return, other than your Medicare and your Social Security. Let's be honest here. Second off, 0.8% of our national budget goes to foreign countries. Not to mention, the money that we do give Israel, they spend $55 billion a year in trade surplus inside of America. The money they give stimulates over 255,000 American jobs. They're in the top 20 biggest investors inside of America. And their country is about the size of New Jersey. But let's get the likes up. Islam is cancerous. I'm tired of this Jew thing. We should be talking about Muslim. Because we have been at war with Muslims since 1780. Since 1780, we've been at war with Muslims. The Barbary Pirates, does anyone remember? I mean, what can I tell you? Even back then, we were allied with the Jews. Even back in the 1700s, we were allies with the Jews and enemies to the radical Islamists. Nothing has changed. People don't even know the American history. People don't even know the history of our country. They're saying that it's not a Christian nation. Yes, our country is a Christian nation. Almost every single one of our founding fathers were a Christian. We had state constitutions that said the state religion was Protestant Christian, was Catholic Christian. That was in the state constitution. It wasn't mandated. It wasn't mandated, but it said this state is this and this state is this. It wasn't a mandated religion. It said the majority of people in Virginia, for example, were Protestant. But get those likes up, guys. Get those likes up to 100 plus, and make sure to subscribe. If you're leaving a like, you might as well just subscribe. It's just as easy. It's free. It's a button. You can support. In Islam, you can't have 4 wives at once. Also, some Mormons, certain branch of Mormons can have multiple partners and multiple wives. Well, get those likes up. Calling Trump a piece of shit is never going to improve your life. It's only going to make you feel bad about yourself. No, if you want to debate, if you want to call in, join the Discord. Or if you want to call in right here, right now, drop a $50 super chat. Or join that Discord right there. Muslims do not respect Jesus. They do not believe he was God. Muslims do not respect Jesus. Literally in the Bible or in the Quran, it says to unalive the infidels of all the Abrahamic religions. And sure, separation of state and church and state, but church and state wasn't meant, separation of church and state wasn't to make our state atheist. It was to allow the states to decide what kind of Christianity they wanted to promote. Our country was founded on Christian values. When our country started off, all we had is different subsects of Christianity. But yes, we did believe in religious freedom. But as far as church and state separation, if our founding fathers wanted separation of church and state, then why did they give a Bible to be read in school? Why did they allow religious freedoms? Why did the founding fathers create a specific Bible to be taught in school? Now, that's something you might want to think about. You might want to learn a little bit of history because it's really not that simple. Separations, only way to say federal government couldn't decide for you. We are all allowed religious items in government facilities. We are all allowed to practice religion in government. Trump is a very Christian president, and that is a threat to the Democrat Party because the less atheists there are, the less people there are going to be to destroy family values. The Democrats have absolutely decimated and destroyed family values. They don't care about family values. You know, they're encouraging people not to have kids. You know, they're just real pieces of shit. And when they do have kids, they believe in letting them choose if they want to be tranny or not. They let them. They let them. If they want to be transmissions for cars, they say, oh, go ahead, son, go ahead. So if you're a Democrat parent, your son is probably going to be a homosexual or a transgender. So, you know, it is what it is. I'll let people be Muslim in America if they want to, but I would ban every single Muslim country from immigrating to America. Every single Muslim country, I would ban them from coming to America. Everything I said was 100% facts. If Muslims loved Jesus, Muhammad would have said not to unallow Jews and Christians. I mean, the fact that someone would stick up for Islam is truly disgusting. Truly disgusting. But can we get those likes up, guys? Get those likes way up there. Make sure you guys subscribe. Listen, instead of screaming your brains out in chat and type, join the Discord. Let's debate. Muhammad was a PDF file and a warlord. And Muhammad was a homosexual that took it from 30 BBCs in the desert. That's the Muslim playbook. We already know the Muslim playbook. They can't debate. That's why they insult. They're too stupid to do anything else. I'm gonna give them back what they want. They want to call me stupid. I'm gonna tell them that they're too stupid to debate. If I'm lying about anything, either prove me wrong or join the stream. Link down below. You have to go through a vetting process. You can debate for free, but you do need to go through a vetting process. If you just want to hop in the call, hop in right away, you can drop a $50 super chat. It's really that simple. Pepper? What about pepper? Mexicans are Catholics for the most part, thank God. Hopefully Mexicans don't like, Muslims. Brother, if you've never read the Quran, then you need to read it. Because if you're a man of any kind of character or moral value, you're going to read that shit and you're going to be disgusted. No, Mexicans do not love all religions. Shout out to all the proud Republicans. If we have any Republicans in Pennsylvania, do we have anyone in Pennsylvania today watching, or PA, whatever you want to call it? I haven't read the entire Quran, but I've read pages after pages whenever I have the time. I know all about the Talmud. I've learned about it directly from Orthodox Jews, so I know all about it. There's nothing really wrong in the Talmud from my perspective. But let's get the likes up. Trump 2028, I'm all with you, brother. I'm all with you. Aw, he's angry. He doesn't realize this is just a show set. This is just a show set. Yeah, I know you can have 4 wives if you're Muslim. I already knew that. Jesus was probably closer to being like a tan olives color. He wasn't brown, he wasn't black. He was more like a traditional indigenous Levant. Yeah, not all Muslims have 4 wives. It's mostly the Muslims that can afford it or they get on welfare so they can have 4 wives. Oh, I do ignore the haters. Haters can't afford super chats, so I just ignore them. The only comments or questions that I have to answer is super chats. Other than that, I got nothing. You should be proud of who you are, just like I'm proud to be a white man. No, he was an olive skin color. He wasn't brown like African Americans in America. And why is it relevant to his skin color? MAGA is for everyone, even Muslims. I can't deny that. But I do encourage Muslims to change their faith or just leave Islam altogether. I don't care if they're an atheist or what, but at least they're not going to be following the devil. Yeah, Jesus was not sub-Saharan. Considering his mother was Jewish and his father was Jewish, what color skin do you think it was? I haven't said a single lie. The way I know I haven't said a single lie is because all you people can say is, liar, liar, liar. If I was lying, you'd be saying something with evidence. You'd be saying something with evidence. Get those likes up there, guys. Get those likes up there. I want to hear from you guys again. Let's see how many of you people are Trump supporters. Spam W in chat if you're a Trump supporter, guys. MAGA not welcome anywhere? Well, why have I traveled to over 20 states and over 21 countries and you haven't then? If I'm not welcomed, why have I done so much more traveling than you? Why have I been welcomed into so many more countries than you and so many more states and so many more homes? WWW, Proud Republican, that's what I'm talking about, man. I hope every single one of you people subscribe and support the cause. Support the red wave by subscribing. Yeah, I have. Can we get the 70 likes, though? Must be a city liver. All rural areas love Trump. So do most C areas. Yup. 100%. Listen, we get it, man. If you're Muslim, you can have 4 wives. What did I lie? What did I lie about? Didn't lie about a single thing. I love when people say, oh, he hasn't been to Europe yet. Look on my channel, fool. Look on my channel. Scroll down to my oldest videos. Look on my channel, fool. And then tell me again with a straight face I haven't been anywhere. I got all the evidence I need. In fact, I've never even changed passports. I've never changed passports. I've had 1 passport all my life. So I can show the evidence there too. Should Trump lose his life? Let's see. Should Trump lose his life? Yes or no? That's a great point. Should Trump lose his life? Let me know, chat. Yes or no? Does Trump deserve that? Does he deserve it? Let's see. Let's see what you guys say. You have never traveled. You are a tourist. I've lived in more than 3 different countries before, brother. I've applied for work visas in multiple different countries before. That's why I don't understand why illegal alien immigrants can't just come in the right way. Makes no sense. Someone said he should be in prison. Well, good to see you at least didn't put a threat towards the president. Good to see you at least didn't put a threat towards the president. All right, you're spamming, brother. You had your chance. You had your chance, man. Democrats are poor. That's the sad thing. It does not take over a decade to come here illegally. It can take 30 days if you're Mexican coming here on a work visa. 30 days. They can wait 30 days to come into America to get a work visa. Now it takes over 5 years to get a citizenship. Yeah, it takes over 5 years to get a citizenship. Hey, God bless you, man. I hope you like, subscribe. We need one more like until 70. Yeah, I'm sick of the left recently. Absolutely just sick of them. Brother, are you kidding me? You came back on a second account. Leave. Adios. Let's see, who else do we got in here? It takes over a decade. Yeah. We've won the war, brother. Like, you are filled with delusion. Please join the Discord if you guys want to debate. Dean Withers is an easy person to debate and win. The only problem is that he's going to mute you or scream. But that's it. If he doesn't mute you, scream at you, or kick you out, it's an easy debate. Get those likes up there, guys. Get those likes up. What the F is a Discord? If you don't know what it is, just look it up. The bases are not destroyed. The war is not lost. I mean, you're just living in delusion. I'm not going to debate you if we won the war or not. Obviously, we killed the supreme leader. We killed his son, or his son ran away, whatever you want to think. I think he's dead, most likely. We've never seen him once. You know nothing about anything. What can I say? Sick 'em, Snuffle. Sick 'em. This is not a new war, John. John, I'm sorry you don't pay attention to the news, but this war has been going on for 47 years, little buddy. The Strait is not controlled by Iran. They have not been able to stop us a single time. Anytime America decides they want to bring ships in and out, they literally cannot stop us. Literally cannot stop us. Adios. We can do this all night. I don't care. We can keep muting you. You can keep jumping to new accounts. We can do this all night. Tax deductions. Tax deductions, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. I mean, that's really easy. It should be America first, but AIPAC is not paid. AIPAC doesn't receive money from Israel, so don't know what you want to tell me. And Israel is a financial benefit to keep as an ally for America. Well, if the Constitution is changed, she can run for a 3rd term. Little Timmy, just because of people like you, I hope it does happen. Israel is not a liability. You know nothing about geopolitics. Everyone lies. The only person that's not lying right now is here. Even I lie, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. Because you guys look to me to give you information. If I don't know something, I tell you I don't know it. You know nothing about Israel. You couldn't even point to it on a map. Couldn't even point to Israel on a map. No, I don't lie to you guys. Not a single time I've ever told myself I'm going to lie to my audience. Not repeating a single lie. If I was lying, you would say I'm lying about this or I'm lying about that. But since there's nothing to point out, you just call me a liar. Because you're a liar. You're lying about me lying. Prove I'm lying. You are a dickhead yank. You are a dickhead yank. You're not from the U.S., so you shouldn't be speaking on the U.S. I'm pretty sure was fired. Alex Pretty, he was fired before for multiple different jobs. I don't know if he was still working when he did what he did. The U.S. bases are not destroyed. You're just going to keep spamming lies. I'm not going to put up with that. I'm not in any mood for you to just keep spamming bullshit over and over again. Adios. Join the Discord if you want to debate. I have no room for foreigners to speak on American business. We can crush your country and destroy your economy if we want at any fucking time. So you better keep your mouth shut, pussies. We can destroy your entire fucking economies and make your entire country suffer. Just like we did to Canada. We can make you suffer just because we feel like it. Just because we feel like it. We don't like you, we'll make you suffer. Maybe not with violence, but definitely economically. But get those likes up, guys. We'll probably hop off in about 3 minutes, but we are going to do a late night stream. We're just looking for someone who wants to debate. What kind of nurse brings a gun and no medical supplies? What kind of nurse brings a gun with no medical supplies? You're an idiot. You haven't done anything to Canada. Why are they in a recession? Why is Canada in a recession? Why has the Canadian dollar lost 40% of its value since 2014? We've destroyed your economy. The minute we put tariffs on you, you went into a recession because you let a bunch of illegal alien criminal bastards pour into your country. And you gave them all visas and citizenship. How nice of you. Enjoy the shithole you live in now. Israel has given us more than $55 billion in the last year. They have purchased over $200 billion worth of weapons from us in the last 2 years. Israel gives the state of Tennessee $150 million a year to purchase their products. They purchase $55 billion worth of American products every single year. They've purchased over $200 billion worth of our weapons every year. They stimulate the economy with 255,000 jobs. And if you want to learn more about the financial relationship with Israel, I'm probably not the smartest person to tell you everything. I can tell you what I know. But if you're looking for someone to present you some better information about the financial relationship between America and Israel, I would look into Nick Mattel. Nick Mattel, he's a very smart man. He's not a Jew himself, but he's a very smart man. Hey, what's up, Hindo? How you doing, brother? How you doing, man? Please look into it, man. I can definitely encourage you to look into it. A lot of people are kind of bordering on the Israel thing. They're like, But you got to look into it. I'm not saying that our relationship with Israel isn't perfect. Obviously, there's a lot of things going on in the Middle East. And they did try to drag us back into the thing with Iran because we put a ceasefire and they said, no ceasefire, come finish the job. I probably agree with them on that. We should have never done a ceasefire. What's up, GG? How you doing? No, Israel does not control the economy. They are in the top 20 biggest investors in America. Top 20 biggest countries investing in America, and they're the size of New Jersey. We have a trade surplus of $55 billion a year with them. Remember what the Bible said about Israel? I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole because a lot of people are just going to disagree with it. The only thing I've been kind of on the border about this administration, glad you are not just blind loyal like some people. No, I'm not blindly loyal. I can criticize Trump. I can criticize Israel. But I also have to be honest. When I see that we're benefiting more than we're losing out, then I would say yes. That's awesome, GG. I hope you had a good shift. I agree. Canada should stay its own country. I don't want a bunch of liberals voting in our election. I don't want a bunch of more liberals. If Canada could be the 51st state, and we don't have to let them vote, I'm all for it. Why do we send aid to Israel? Well, regularly we give them around $3.8 billion to $8 billion a year. And yearly they're buying, in the last 2 years they purchased around $200 billion worth of weaponry from us. I'm kind of tempted to take a visit over there to Alberta. I'm kind of halfway tempted just because, Vinny Bagels, if you're out there, I really want to try your bagel shop food. I'm not going to lie. And also, Alberta has a lot of good wilderness. And it's not too far of a flight. It's right there. It's just right over the border. I've been to Canada already. I thought it was kind of a shithole. I was in Quebec, Toronto. So I kind of want to give it a second chance maybe. I'm sure it's still a shithole. But if I went over there and met Vinny Bagels, I'm sure we could have a good time. I'm positive of that. Especially that good food. I could just hang out at his bakery all day. Yeah, that's why I said I'm not going to bring up the Bible because, there's a lot of questions and doubts about that as regarding the Jewish people and regarding the state of Israel. There's a lot of criticisms and a lot of different things. So I'm not even going to go there. I'm just talking about the financial relationship. Canadian bacon is trash. Tim Hortons is kind of trash too, I'm not going to lie. Danny, you sound like a guy that's never read the Bible yourself. Christianity has infected your country? What country is that? America? America was founded on Christian values. Look at his blink/rate speed. He looks nervous. Why would I be nervous? I've been seen by millions of people before. I really don't get nervous. If I was a singer or songwriter, I could easily perform in a crowd of people. That would be no problem with me. I've never had a problem with public speaking. I was always the guy that would focus on reading or what's in his head rather than looking at the crowd and really caring what other people thought about me. I will debate you for free too. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. Our country was founded on Christian values. Almost every single one of our founding fathers were Christian. Hey, what's up, Kindred? How you doing? Our founding fathers literally did say we are a Christian nation. I don't know what to tell you. It was founded on Christian beliefs. Now, they were open for religious freedom, but some of the founding fathers straight up said that Virginia is a Protestant, I forget what Virginia was, but it was some kind of branch of Christianity. It was in the state constitution, letting you know that the majority of people that live here have Christian values. It was founded on Christian values. It was founded on Protestant values. But get those likes up, guys. Get those likes up. I just told you almost every single one of the founding fathers was Christian. Even our constitutional amendments, a lot of them form from Christianity thought process, from a Christian thought process. Like, hype, subscribe. Yes, it was in the state constitution. I promise you. You can do your own research. If I give you an article, you're just going to deny it anyway. But if you want sources, I'll send them to you. Join my Discord. I'll send you all the sources and evidence you need. But I'm going to hop out of here. Hopefully I can get some of you guys, if you have the courage to join our Discord, hopefully I can get some of you in here so we can debate. Catholics were there too. I don't know if it was Catholic or if it was Protestant, but we are looking for clippers and editors, so please join the Discord too. I'm going to be back on stream, guys. I'll probably likely be back on stream, but I'm going to hop off for right now.